Now this from the BBC, US election hacking, Putin sought to help Trump. Russian President Vladimir Putin sought to help Donald Trump win the presidential election, a US intelligence report says. The unclassified report says the Russian leader ordered a campaign aimed at influencing the election. And further down it reads, the 25-page report says the Kremlin developed a clear preference for Mr. Trump. Now that made me laugh, friends, because obviously the Kremlin is going to preference Trump over Hillary. Hillary would have gone to war with Russia. Surely a nation will preference the leader that doesn't want to go to war with them. Now, at this present moment, from all the research I do, I don't believe Russia to be the threat. The actual threat here is from the global elite who have hijacked the West and are attempting to prop up their world order by attempting to stop Brexit and Trump by goading Russia into war. They'll stop at anything to achieve that goal. The outgoing administration is doing all they can to derail Trump, which is why they recently expelled 35 Russian diplomats in the hopes of escalating tensions. Thankfully, it backfired and Putin didn't take the bait. And it's also why the government-controlled mainstream media is calling out so many independent and factual news agencies and labelling them as Russian agents, and also why the US has just sent special forces to the Russian border. It's all about creating a strategy to demonise Russia in the hearts and minds of the American and British people, to make them appear to be the aggressor and the threat. It reminds me of how the US and UK harped on and on about Saddam's imaginary weapons of mass destruction to justify that invasion of Iraq, now a failed state and a hotbed for Islamic extremism. The anti-Russian rhetoric being bandied about by Western leaders and backed by the mainstream media is all about vilifying Putin and aggravating tensions with Russia. A war would curtail the populist advance and re-strengthen the globalists' stranglehold. The anti-Russian stance is also about passing the buck. Hillary lost fair and square, and the globalist cabal was exposed for all to see. And this, although not directly related to Russia, but illustrates further efforts to wreak havoc for the Trump administration, Obama, and this is according to the Israeli government, was behind the UN Security Council resolution criticising Israeli settlement building, of which the US abstained and didn't veto. Israel has the evidence and will present it to Trump. Friends, Russia will only become dangerous if the West continues to provoke and vilify it in their quest for global domination, which at some point will be achieved as prophesied in the Bible long ago when the Antichrist comes to power. Now, we should remember this though, friends. Once that happens, once the Antichrist has risen to power, it won't be long. And that power will be finally crushed forever when Jesus Christ returns in power and glory. Hallelujah.